Welcome, and thank you for joining me for another Random Gaming News, where today we're going to take a look at some rumors for Resident Evil 8, and it being maybe a first-person shooter game with some werewolves in it, and how Niantic is changing Pokemon Go to make it easier for you guys to actually play at home. Make sure you are checking out the links in the description for all that social media stuff, because I do release some news over on Twitter and Facebook that I don't necessarily get here on the channel. Please share the video to help out the channel the most, hit the like button if you do enjoy today's video, subscribe if you haven't already with that bell icon turned on, and let's go ahead and start the show. Now, first up, I want to mention these are all rumors, so until Capcom actually comes out and says that these are true or not, we'll have to take this all with a grain of salt. But it is cool to see because this, person that leaked the actual rumors or what might be going on with Resident Evil 8, Aesthetic Gamer over on Twitter, he actually has been right about a few things before, like Resident Evil 3 coming out a little bit earlier than normal, but has been wrong about other things like multiple Silent Hill games being in development. But again, these are all rumors, so take them with a grain of salt. But let's go ahead and take a deep look into what he's actually said. Okay, so this little game is done. This will be breaking this month, more details later, not by myself, but I've needed to clear some stuff up. Resident Evil 2021 is Resident Evil 8, but it wasn't always Resident Evil 8. During most of its development, it existed as Revelations 3. Revelations 3 was received a lot better by testers, internally, etc. than they expected, so the game's been given an additional year in the oven to convert itself to Resident Evil 8. The ambassador leaks about werewolves and Ethan in a snowy village are 100% true, but they're outdated info. The game has been going through some huge changes to make it more like a mainline title, big changes to the story, characters, etc. So specifically what you've heard may not be fully true in the final, but a number of the elements remain. So as I've said, it's a cross-gen game. So a lot of these rumors are pretty cool to take a look at for it because, he did actually mention that they were going to be getting other things like occultism, insanity, hallucinations, and a lot of it might actually not be what fans are looking for in a Resident Evil game, but he is asking people to be open-minded, and I am thoroughly open-minded to this because we are getting werewolves added into the game in and of itself. And I know a lot of people might be turned off because it is a first-person kind of scary game, and Resident Evil games are usually third-person games, but we just have to take a look at Resident Evil 7, how they actually did something brand new for the series and brought it out from the depths of being something that was more cheesy and just really people kind of laughed at and didn't really think was scary. Now they kind of changed that on its head, where Resident Evil has come back and people have been like, oh shit, Resident Evil is scary again with Resident Evil 7, and then we have Resident Evil 2 remake that came out after it, and the Resident Evil 3 remake that just came out this past week. So we'll have to kind of wait and see what exactly is going to be in Resident Evil 8 and if all of these rumors are true, but I just wanted to take a look and see what you guys might think, and are you interested in a first-person occulticism game where werewolves are going to be coming at you and with zombies all around you? Because honestly, that does sound pretty crazy, but it also sounds like a really good action-packed game, and we just have to look at other games like Resident Evil 4 where they did that kind of stuff where it was occultism, and that's actually my favorite Resident Evil game of all times. But I'd like to hear from you guys down in the comments below about any of the rumors that we kind of mentioned here. So moving right along to Niantic in Pokemon Go and what they're going to be doing for that to kind of evolve with the times to make it a little bit easier for players to play from the comfort of their home. Now they did come out with a blog post here recently that had 4 bullet points in it that we're going to go over here quickly and kind of talk about them and break them down for you. So first up is exercise, where they did say that Adventure Sync will be kind of syncing up with activities that you're doing like cleaning your home or running on the treadmill will actually count towards in-game achievements. So that is something that still you can add to the game to get little candies for your Pokemon, so you don't have to worry about missing out on anything along those lines. You just have to have it turned on inside the settings of the game. Socially, they'll be making it to where you can actually play raid battles together in Pokemon from the comfort of your home, so it'd be cool to see what they're going to be doing from that, because the big aspect of Pokemon Go is going out in the world and being social face-to-face. So they're going to also be changing up the way that players explore in the game, where you might be able to visit places where you've been already, and until you can actually go out and go to those places again. So I'd be interested to see what they're going to be doing with that section as well, because it might be something where you just get to go and visit them or spend the Pokemon Pokestops and catch the Pokemon that are there. And I would like to see something like that being added to the game, especially right now where you can't go in the real world and play the game. Live events are going to be changing as well, as where they'll be bringing those directly into your home versus you having to venture out in the real world to catch the Pokemon at those events. So it's kind of cool to see that Niantic is evolving with those times to kind of match people to help out during the COVID-19 spread, because rather than making it to where people still have to go out in the real world to catch the Pokemon, they are making it to where they can stay in the comfort of their home, still play this game, and kind of maybe take their mind off of the things that are happening in the real world. So let me know what you guys think about any of this down in the comments below. And I personally think that it's a good thing, and I like to see more companies do things like this, because right now we are being hit hard in very hard times, and it's nice to see that we might have something to kind of take us away from that for a moment, even if it is for a moment, so that way we can have a little bit of joy there with it. Well, that's our video for today. If you guys do have any thoughts about either one of those stories, go ahead and leave those down in the comments below. It'd be interesting to hear what you guys think about any of this. I know it's a little bit smaller, but I'll be making a bigger video on Friday, so make sure you hit the subscribe button with that bell icon turned on, so that way you can get notified of when I make that actual video. Make sure that you guys are actually following me over on Twitter and Facebook, because I get some news stories out over there that I don't necessarily get here on the channel. Just please share this video to help out the channel the most. I appreciate anybody that does share this video. Hit the like button if you did enjoy today's video, and as always, I have been Tasty, this has been Random Gaming News, and have a wonderful fucking gaming night.